Carpe Diem is going to be on the defense with French Toast Mafia here on the offense. Both teams are around the 76 watch point Oceania communities. So as we see, a typical lineup from both sides here, but they're opting for the Mercies instead of Ana here. Well, one team's got the Ana, but they're going to go in. I'm going to forget that. They're going to jump in here. The lineup of defensive for Carpe Diem has been broken as a lot of teams have been scattered with the Diva and the Genji here in the back line as Misanthrope catches up to the McCrees. They forced Carpe Diem on top of the point here. French Toast Mafia. They're scrambling on top of the point, but the defense are going to come back here. Good job at getting off the main area here. So a lot of the time we see teams get stuck here and try and fight too much in this room here to the right-hand side, and they can't pull it off, and they get caught and they get completely surrounded and have nowhere to run to. So it's very good when you can get everyone to jump back here to this point, just like we saw Carpe Diem did, and able to reset and get in a position to get some kills, because you don't want to be overwhelmed and get yourself in a bad position. But we're going to just go into reset here as the fire strike comes out. The hook comes out here on the right hand side, so nice good sneaky hook there from Failsafe. So his hooks are not failures, definitely, so he's living up to the name. So they're going to hold up here to the left-hand side, French Toast Mafia, wait for their 6 members, and choose which way they're going to go through. So last time they just jumped up straight on top of the platform. They've got the Winston and the Diva to get up there, along with the Genji. So 3 members can get up there really quickly. Lucio can also wall right up there, but they're going to go jump through. Straight up again, someone gets hooked on the left, but as Zarya has the shield on just in time, but man, they're caught out a little bit, so it's a good opportunity now for the Carpe Diem to push forward, and they've already got 2 kills with it. And we've got someone on the checkpoint, so people from French Toast Mafia got half the team went up and half the team was stuck down the bottom, and the hook came out, so this has caused them to lose this fight. So they need to choose a different option, maybe go up through the main, go straight through the archway, which is usually a good way to get a team off this balcony right here. If you get your team to just speed boost straight through the archway and completely ignore them, because your goal is not really just killing them, but it's getting them onto the point and it's getting them to defend the point. And instead of you trying to kill them, because you just want to cap the point. So just jump straight here to this point. So what you see a lot with all the top level teams. They go straight to the point, just completely disregard who's up there, just get onto the point, and then they'll be out of position trying to scramble onto the point, and you can pick off the first person. As the hook comes in, Failsafe's a little bit out of position. He gets flash banged, but he's got a mercy pocket healer right now, so he's going to get back to safety. The rest of French Toast Mafia just going to get out to push in here as the Primal Rage comes from Winston. He's able to knock people off the balcony right now, get them out of position. This is time for their team to push through. They're going to go through the left-hand side, but they've got the whole hog coming from Failsafe. He's like, get my camera in there for you. Zarya gets the kill, no rainbows in the background. Self-destruct coming from the Diva, and it picks up a nice double kill here. So Andrew Us getting a nice double kill. So this is a good opportunity now for French Toast Mafia to get on top of the point with a couple of members down for Carpe Diem. But the Earthshatter comes out from Zarya with a nano boost. He's going to charge in there on Andrew Us. It's like, get the camera outside the building right now, but he's already killed up 2 kills here. But the res comes out just in time from Nick B1. He's quite out of position though as the supports here in the right hand side room. So French Toast Mafia, their lineups, half the team went one way, half the team went other, which was the problem before. So they need to be sticking together and make sure they're picking a target or just jumping onto the checkpoint. There was a good res. They got some ultimates out of it, but they still had the nano boost and earth shatter combo handy here, Carpe Diem. So there's only 1 push left in the game with 23 seconds. So French Toast Mafia need to go for the point. The hook comes in, and no rainbows gets taken out very early from Failsafe. So they've got to just be able to have the whole team go in. So they're going to have to choose to go in anyway. It's 10 seconds. It's going to be very difficult as they land inside a Graviton Surge. So this is very troublesome right now as they're getting slammed down with an Earth Shatter as well. Everyone's dying one by one now for French Toast Mafia. This is not looking good for them as no time left in the bank. So Carpe Diem doing a good job there, able to move into the right hand side room at the right time. So very good there in defense. Very crisp and clean. I like seeing that. So moving together as 6. So French Toast Mafia just need to work on their offense a little bit, being able to pick an objective and just working towards it. So either getting into the checkpoint or being able to get a pick from the enemy team. Because a lot of the time we just saw someone either get hooked and caught out from the Roadhog, or they'll get into the position to get an advantage, but then half the team will what would you say with the supports? We get caught in the back. See this room over here when they were fighting here. Some of the supports got caught in this room, and then the other few would run up. So the supports just need to dash up. If you got someone chasing you, don't run away from the team. Just run to your teammates, because you're not going to be able to fight any DPS if you're a support, unless you're an Ana and you're really good at sleep darting someone who tries to catch you out 1v1. But if you're Mercy, you're versing any DPS at this level, then you're going to get killed. Unless you're some sort of god. But most of the time, Lucio or Mercy, you're not going to be able to win a 1v1. So you want to be able to get back to your team. With that being said, they have an opportunity now to hold defense, French Toast Mafia. So hopefully their defense is good. Their offense needs some work here on 2CP. It's a difficult, and Temple of Anubis is one of the more difficult maps to get a grasp of. King's Row is a very good starter map to get used to defending and defending on an objective plus a payload. So the hybrids are pretty good to get those started off, and King's Row being one of my favorites to tell and help teams to learn on. But let's take a sip of my water. Their object is ready to get on top of right now as the gates unlock for Carpe Diem to strut their stuff. They only need 1 point here, as the first point was unsuccessful for French Toast Mafia on their pushes. The Maywall comes up, denying them access here on the right hand side, but it's going to allow them to push in without the threat of the Maywall, and they're going to go a little bit split up here, Carpe Diem, but they've got Farah here in the back line. Almost pushed people off, so it's very good positioning, but didn't get anyone off. Oh, Jazz now, but Mercy could climb back up there, as the rest of Carpe Diem are going to be able to get here on the top side, but the team's split up here as a couple of members have died in the process of trying to get onto the point, but they did get 1 pick. So he's going to start coming back to the team now, which is the D.Va. So this is a good time to get some damage down without a defense matrix in your face. So the Farah's up now in the air, getting some rocket damage down. As Lucio is completely caught out here. He can get hooked here, but he gets back just in time. The hook misses, but a lot of the teammates from Carpe Diem now jump on top of the point. Maywall tries to cut them off, but doesn't really do too much here. The ice block comes out to keep himself alive here. The man's the Earth Shatter from Zarya. Doesn't get anyone with the shield. The Reinhardt shield are blocking it. So they both continue to fight on top of the point. And the advantage coming now for Carpe Diem with 2 picks. And they've cleaned up with 3 now. Here comes the self-destruct from French Toast Mafia. Doesn't get anyone good shield from Zarya, as the biotic grenade is able to clean up the rest of the members here of French Toast Mafia as they're caught inside. The Graviton on the surge. Only the mech remains. The mechless D.Va remains with Andrew Us. He's taken out. The point's going to be capped here, so a nice quick game for Carpe Diem. Man, they didn't really make too many mistakes. They were able to get on the point. That's what you saw with French Toast Mafia. They weren't able to get onto the point, just like Carpe Diem did. If you don't take those chances of just getting onto the point and seeing how the fight goes, you'll never be able to cap a point on 2CP, especially with Temple of Anubis. You've got to get around that balcony and through that choke point. And we saw a couple of members of Carpe Diem just run up the stairs and not worry about getting picked. Like, a few of them got picked, but the others were like, well, we're going to get up there, we're going to stay safe and make sure when the other members respawn, they can join us. And what you saw is a lot of them jumped down to the point, and it made people move off the balcony on the defensive choke area of French Toast Mafia. A lot of them would see the members of Carpe Diem jump onto the point, so they'd turn and go like, oh crap, they're jumping down now, and it'd give time for the rest of Carpe Diem, the members that did die, come back through the spawn and get onto the point without having to deal with any a disadvantage getting into a firefight. So it's really good. I really like seeing that stuff. So French Toast Mafia can review this and they can see that they just need to pull the trigger as a group of 6, not worry about getting hooked or anything like that too much. They had a dive comp. It was working well. D.Va could be the one to dive up there and just, you want to be able to thrust around and knock someone off. And if you've got a Roadhog can hook that person. So Winston and D.Va are kind of operating the same. So it would have been a lot better for them to just dive onto the point as a big group. But the thing is, they're so fast that the rest of the team need to be in a position to get on top of the point before they dive. Otherwise, you saw what would happen. They would dive in, but then it wouldn't give them, the rest of the team weren't in a position to follow up and meet them there. So we'd see the team kind of split off. One team would be in the fight, one half the team be in the fight, and the other half wouldn't be in the fight, which is a big problem. And we see that a lot with newer teams and less experienced teams, that some members aren't in the fight. When they start a fight, they haven't got all 6 members yet. So